Good morning, dear children. Welcome back. In today's session, we are going to continue our learning process of Class 4, Term 3, Unit 2 in Social Science, the story of Madras Presidency. This is part 2 of the video series. Come dears, let us learn. Before going into today's session, let us have a recap of what we learned in the last. Dears, in the last session, we discussed about the introduction of Madras Presidency. Dear children, Madras Presidency was formed in 1801. It was an important province of the British India. It is also known as Madras Province or Presidency of Fort St. George. It included southern India, states like Tamilnadu, Kerala, Andhra, Karnataka, and parts of Odisha and the Union Territory of Lakshadweep. The city of Madras, now known as Chennai, was the capital of the presidency. In 1862, the province was divided into 22 districts, then again into 24, and later in 1911, it was further divided into 26 districts. It was under British rule until 1947, that is India's independence. After independence, the Madras Presidency was renamed as Madras State in 1947. In 1956, the Madras State consisted of 4 regions comprising of 13 districts, namely Madras, Chengalpet, North Arcot, South Arcot, Salem, Tiruchirappalli, Thanjavur, Coimbatore, Nilgiris, Madurai, Tirunelveli, Ramanathapuram and Kanyakumari. It was officially renamed as Tamilnadu in 1969 by then CM C.N. Annadurai. Dear children, in this session we will discuss about the Region 1 of Madras Presidency. Children, Region 1 is Madras. The modern districts of Chennai, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram constituted the Madras district. Which are the modern districts that were included in Madras? Chennai, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram. Chennai, C-H-E-N-N-A-I, Chennai. Tiruvallur, T-I-R-U-V-A-L-L-U-R, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram, K-A-N-C-H-E-E-P-U-R-A-M, Kanchipuram, constituted the Madras district, that is the Region 1. The British bought a part of the land from the Nayak rulers in 1639. They brought a land from the Nayaks. It was in 1639 and they built Fort St. George and named the area as Madras Pattinam. It was the British who built the famous Fort St. George, which is the center of the administration even now, and named that area as Madras Pattinam. Now we will learn about an important cave in Madras region. It is called as the Godiam Cave. G-U-D-I-Y-A-M, Godiam Caves are rock shelters in South India and are known for their prehistoric stone tools and evidence of humans living there nearby 2 lakh years ago. So you can find they are rock shelters and they are known for their prehistoric stone tools. They were prehistoric stone tools and people living in that area around 2 lakh years ago. That is, the archaeological evidences, when the archaeologists did research, they found that the caves were used by Paleolithic man. Children, you have already learned that Paleolithic is also called as the Old Stone Age. And it is a period in history, prehistory, which was identified by the use of stone tools. So dear children, you can find Godiam Caves, which are rock shelters, and they are known for their prehistoric stone tools and evidence of humans living there nearly by 2 lakh years ago. You can see the various pictures of the Godiam Caves as well as the stone tools that were collected as archaeological evidences. The next important site is the Marmala Puram. M-A-M-A-L-L-A-P-U-R-A-M. Marmala Puram was created by the Pallava dynasty. The kings of Pallava dynasty created the Marmala Puram. Dear children, the Marmala Puram was named after the Pallava king Narasimhavarman I. It has many rock sculptures and is declared by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Now, dear children, a World Heritage Site is a landmark or an area which is legally protected by an international convention administered by UNESCO, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So under UNESCO, they take up certain sites which are of historical importance and declare them as World Heritage Site. They are protected and administered by the United Nations. Among many World Heritage Sites, Marmala Puram is the rock sculptures of Marmala Puram are declared by UNESCO as World Heritage Site. Dear children, the next important landmark is the Uttare Merur. Uttira Merur. U-T-H-I-R-A-M-E-R-U-R. Uttare Merur. It is an ancient Chola village. Uttare Merur is an ancient Chola village and it is located in Kanchipuram district. In Kanchipuram district, you can find an ancient Chola village and it is called as Uttare Merur. Now we will see what is the importance of that. The temple inscriptions of Uttare Merur are notable for their historical description of rural self-governance. You can find the inscriptions. Inscriptions are writings on stones. Okay, and on the temples, Uttare Merur temples, you can find inscriptions. And what is the speciality of the inscriptions? It contains description. It describes the rural self-governance. That is, the region was under the rural self-government, like we have our panchayat system today. The Uttare Merur inscriptions contain how the governance should be done in a area, locally how the government should run. So that inscriptions are available in Uttare Merur, which is an ancient Chola village in Kanchipuram district. Now let us learn about North Arcot in region 1. The modern districts of Velour and Tiruvannamalai constituted the North Arcot district. So which were the modern districts? Velour and Tiruvannamalai. Velour, V-E-L-L-O-R-E, Velour. Tiruvannamalai, T-I-R-U-V-A-N-N-A-M-A-L-A-I, Tiruvannamalai. The Velour Fort is an ancient fort built in 1566 by the Chinna Bommi Nayak and Timma Reddy Nayak. The Velour Fort was built in 1566. And who built it? Chinna Bommi Nayak and Timma Reddy Nayak. The Vaina Bapu Observatory or the Kavalar Observatory, V-A-I-N-U, Vainu Bapu, B-A-P-P-U, Bapu Observatory, O-B-S-E-R-V-A-T-O-R-Y, Observatory, Vainu Bapu Observatory is an astronomical observatory. Now children, let us learn what is an observatory. O-B-S-E-R-V-A-T-O-R-Y. Observatory is a location used for observing terrestrial, marine or celestial events. Now an astronomical observatory is any structure or a building containing telescopes and the various instruments with which we observe the celestial objects. Celestial objects are objects in the sky. The observatory contains the largest telescope in Asia, 33.6 meter telescope. The observatory is home to Vainu telescope, which is 2.3 meters and was first used in 1986. Now let us learn about Region 1, South Arcot. The modern districts of Villupuram and Kadalur constituted the South Arcot district. So you have the Villupuram as well as Kadalur. Villupuram, 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 and Kadalur, Cuddalore, Kadalur, constituted the South Arcot district. The Auroville, Auroville, Auroville is an experimental township in Villupuram district near Puducherry. You have Auroville, a township which is an experimental one. What is the speciality? It is a place where people from all over the world come and live together to build a culture of unity. There, people from all around the world can come and live as a family, as a single unit, and it imbibes cultural unity. Dear children, you can find the picture of Auroville there. You can see how the township is developed. It is spread across the Villupuram district in Tamilnadu and some parts of Union Territory of Puducherry. Now let us learn about another important region in Region 1, South Arcot. That is the Jinji Fort. The Jinji Fort, Gingee. Jinji Fort is also called as the Senji Fort, is one of the beautiful forts in Tamil Nadu. This fortress is built across 3 hillocks in Villupuram district. So you can find it is spread across 3 small mountains or hills, and it is in the Villupuram district. The British called this fort as Troy of the East. It was called as the Troy of the East because of how well the fort is fortified. It was very much difficult to cross over the fort. That's why they called it as the Troy of the East. Now children, let us learn about Porto Novo. Porto, Porto Novo. Porto Novo is also called as Parangipettai. 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 It is situated in the Kadalur district. Parangipettai or Porto Novo is situated in the Kadalur district. Porto Novo means new port in Portuguese. The first iron and steel industry of India was located at Porto Novo, and it was built in the year 1830. Dear children, even today the iron pillars at Egmore railway station in Chennai, Tamil Nadu have the imprint made in Porto Novo. You can find the print that it is made in Porto Novo. Before winding up, let us have a recap of what we discussed in this session. We discussed about Region 1 of Madras Presidency. We learned that Chennai, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram consisted the Madras district. The British brought the land from the Naik rulers in 1639 and they built Fort St. George and named the area as Madras Pattinam. The Godiam Cave is rock shelters known for their prehistoric stone tools. You have Marmala Puram created by the Pallava dynasty, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Uttiremerur, an ancient Chola village in Kanchipuram, is known for its description of rural self-governance and the form of temple inscriptions. We also learned about North Arcot in Region 1. With the modern districts Velour and Tiruvannamalai constituting it. The Velour Fort was built in 1566 by Chinnabomma Naik and Timmareddy Naik. You can also find the Vainu Observatory, which is an astronomical observatory at Kavalur. Coming to Region 1, in that you can find South Arcot with the modern districts Villupuram and Kadalur constituting it. Auroville, an experimental township in Villupuram district near Puducherry, is a place where people from all over the world come and live together to build a culture of unity. Coming to South Arcot, you can find Jinji Fort, which is built across 3 hillocks in Velour Fort district. The British called this fort as Troy of the East. That is the Jinji Fort. You also have Porto Novo or New Port or Parangipettai in Kadalur district, which has the first iron and steel industry in India. Dear children, in the next session we will discuss about Region 2 of Madras Presidency. Now it's time for worksheet number 2. Question number 1. Fill in the blanks. Marmala Puram was created by dash. Marmala Puram was created by dash. Roman number 2. Answer the following. What is the significance of Jinji Fort? What is the significance of Jinji Fort? That's all for today's session, my dear children. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe youtube.com/Samacheer Kalvi Guide. Thank you. Stay blessed.